Hello, yella. Hello, hi. It is me. It is I, small town Didi. You're hiding this here. Internet and akastacha and back. Hello, yella. Ooh, why don't I want to get married? Because it's a bad idea. Truly, that's the entire done. End of video. You can go to bed. Like, oh, it's like, why? Why are we doing that? I want the answer. This is where you type. You can pause the video and then give me the answer. Like, because why? And I love a wedding, love a frock, love to dress up. Oh my God, why am I having all the conversations that just like aren't good for my business? Call me if you need a wedding cake. I'm still not getting married. It's such a personal thing. I'm not the type of person to tell people to, I don't see the value in it for me on a very much personal thing. And I can understand why the next person sees the value, and I will support them provided that it's a healthy union or whatever the issue is. But for me personally, I'm like, it's just too big a sacrifice. Like how I'm set up, my make is such that I kind of like me. Really, truly, I like me. I fell in love when I was 19, very young. And people ask me all the time, oh, if you hadn't moved away, are you sad that maybe if you had asked me the first couple of years, the answer would have been like, yeah, I thought we'd still be together and I thought I'd be sad. And, I'm sad that we're not together. Now I realize that I don't grow into this person that I love and respect so much. Like I'm very proud of the person I am. I'm proud of how I think, how I articulate myself, how I've always been outspoken, but like how I like the woman I am. I'm short on so many other things, but like just the person I've turned out to be, I don't think I grow into this person being tethered to another person and that person having something that dangles between their legs, because bad things happen when you're tethered to such individuals. Right? And this was like by all measure a good guy, right? It's not it's not an indictment on that person and their character or anything. It's just what I've seen happens when people get themselves into committed situations very young and grow as individuals within a union, like grow in age. I find women in particular that their growth is stunted when they get married young. But I don't want to get married at all. First, let's talk about that. It's not for me. I'm incompatible with the institution. I've said it a billion times. But I think about that and the fact that while I was dating him, I was so young that I hadn't sat with the construct of what is marriage, what does this thing entail, what's expected of me, what do I get out of it, where does it come from, who came up with this thing, who co-signed, who wins, who loses. I had not done all that. I was 19, and what was happening is this person had not asked me to marry them, but I was so in love, I was seeing forever. I need to stop. Oh my God, I'm taking a sip of tea. Yo, brother. Yo, guys. Youth is a curse. Fucking hell. I don't give a shit. Like, youth is a disease. I don't care. I haven't spent enough time with this construct, and because why? That's the teaching, that's the conditioning, it's how we're socialized, especially as girls. It's like, yes, you're gonna find a boy and you're gonna fall in love, and then obviously, right, that's the word, obviously you get married. Like, that's the natural step, that's the next thing. I literally could not fathom that no, there are actually other things outside of this, right? And then obviously we break up. I move away. That's how we break up. and maintaining a long distance relationship was just not going to be feasible for either of us. We were still young, and the finances to do the back and forth over that distance was just not a thing. It was not going to work. That's my lens, right? I don't know, that fucker could have been like doing all types of shit, but that was our chat. So that happens, fine. And then I miss him, I pine for him, and I'm just so sad and so heartbroken, and I'm mourning the relationship and the possible future that it was supposed to be, but also mourning my relationship with the city that I moved away from, because I loved it there and I pictured having a life there, and I was just gutted, like completely gutted, that I had to move back home in with my parents and start over. But that was like the journey of me growing into this woman that I am, that sits here and talks to you guys all the time and has the ideas that I have, and I think the way I do, and I process the way I do, I compute things the way I do. It's like, I kind of like the bitch I am real bad, that the idea of chipping away at any part of that identity over some fucking man is a no from me. And that's why I don't want to get married. There's no appeal in it for me, right? I feel like there's a lot baked into the contract that is marriage, the actual legal document, that this idea that, oh, but if you fall in love, you're not gonna have certain like, legal things over your spouse if they aren't able to do certain things for themselves, as if there aren't other legal documents that can be, like, that's what the fuck a marriage certificate is, by the way. It's literally a legal document. I don't know what you all think it is, where that's the hardest sell, right? Oh, but if this happens, oh, you're not gonna get this, wait till he dies and then you can't have access to this. That's the sell. That is the highest selling point. I must sacrifice all that is me over some fucking, you might be in a coma. Be in a coma. The fuck? There's recourse around this shit. Why do you guys keep acting like maybe if we don't get the legal thing signed in time, but stop acting like there aren't ways around this, like in as far as how much the law has evolved on the African at the most southern tip of the African continent. You please don't play in my fucking face. If that is the hardest sell as to why people get married, you're not gonna win people like me over. Do you understand? It's not appealing to me. I want you to do something for me if you are a woman who has one of these men who are just like, oh, women want to get married. I've had my name all my life, obviously, my surname. I quite like the little bits of me that make up my identity. The idea that I must now, and I know not all of you strip away your last name, but a lot of you like that shit. I'm trying to drop my last name. Is it not nice at your house? Why are you trying to do that? You're so excited about drop my, why? Pick it up. Like, what the fuck? Like, why? Drop it to what? Take on somebody else's name, a fickle somebody who's gonna like put you through the ringer and then leave you in the fucking dust stuck with their name. Do you know what I've seen? Divorced women, and how crazy, like when they're newly divorced, how they feel like they're going mad when you call them by that person's surname. When you say Mrs. Whomever, right? And they literally feel like they're going to go mad. That's too much a sacrifice, you guys. And if you don't believe me, turn to this guy that you're dating and ask him, so when we get married, you're taking my name, right? Watch him look at you mad, right? Because he understands that that's too much of an ask of the next person. It's only not a big ask when it's being asked of us. It's like anything else, right? When they do something, it's assigned the correct value. We say all the time that if men were the ones who had to give birth, the seriousness, that is labor, of bringing somebody into the world would be assigned its correct value. The maternity leave would make sense because it's men who have to do this act. It's men who, right? But it's just us. And it's just like with the gendered labor shit. Whenever it's time for us to do something, it's assigned less value. And it's seen as not as important. And in this instance, in terms of you shedding your identity to take theirs on and morph into them and their lives, it's almost seen as that's just what the fuck you do, right? It's not received at the same the crying that you guys do when your moms are dressing you and your moms are sending you on your way to this person, that is you mourning your fucking identity, and it's painful. And you're doing it understanding that there are no guarantees. Maybe you haven't put the words to it, but that's what the fuck. That thing that happens when you're getting ready and you're just like, you really feel like you're leaving something, you bitch, you're leaving you behind. I can't do that. There's nothing remotely enticing about that experience for me. I look at it and I'm like, beautiful gowns. The beetroot is a little overcooked now, right? That's me. I'll be like talking about all the food and everything else. I could do me. I have no appetite for it. I never look at it and I'm like, one day I want to be in that dress. I'm like, you go, girl, good on you. Truly, that's me. It's like a death. Maybe I'm saying this a lot, but it's literally, the idea of, I've had nightmares. Yo, guys, what's wrong with me? I've had actual nightmares where I wake up pregnant. That's my other recurring nightmare. Because I'm just not like financially and like mentally, I can't have a kid right now in my life. So obviously it's such a nightmare for me. But I've had this recurring dream where I have it like, let me just say recurring as if it's happening every night, but like maybe thrice a year, right? It's like I wake up and there's all this like movement in my home, right? I'm an African girl. There's a lot of movement in our homes when there are these kinds of things happening. They're coming to negotiate the dowry and all of that. It's a lot going on, and there's like, excitement in the air, or sadness if the guy's a fucking bum, whatever's going on. There's only excitement if the man is money and if you're not pregnant, okay? But there's excitement, and I wake up and I don't know what's going on, and I look and there's a belly, and then I look around and I start asking what's going on, and everybody's looking at me crazy, and they're like, I can't talk about that. Like, your people, inside Pagati the fucking dream, I unravel. Do you understand? The last time I had this dream, in the dream, I was like, this must be a dream. I need to sleep and like, I need to go back to bed and wake up. Baby, did I not wake up and I was still dreaming? What in the inception? Listen, the thought of it feels like a prison to me. It feels like shackles. Locking, baby, this is a dungeon I want no parts of. Okay? I don't know what is like appealing to it to other people. The cell is just not, I don't want to be Mrs. Anybody. Truly, I don't. And I think like, also it's the only thing that men have. Like when women like me explain how much we don't want, they're like, you're lying. All women, because it's all they have to offer. And the thing is empty in itself. It's literally like nothingness wrapped in pretty paper. And then you open it and you keep opening and you realize, oh, marriage is just like a whole bunch of rubbish. Like there's nothing going on in here. But they dangle it in front of you like it's a win for you. No. What do you guys get out of it? Oh, wait. What do you really get out of it? Truly. I want to be able to say, whoa, this has run its course. I gotta go. This idea of doing forevers and effers, like with the same motherfucker, could never, This chat is to say that they're women like me. We actually mean it when we say we don't want none. Like we want no parts of it. Whether or not you believe us is truly none of our business. Go to the women, because now it's going to be a whole bunch of you trying to convince me, you don't know what you're talking about. Marriage is such a beautiful thing for you. For you, it looks like hell to me. truly, it looks like the girls are reeling. The girls are going through it, honey. Like, no. But that's it. I think I got all my thoughts out. But me, that sacrifice, turn to your man and say, man, you're taking my lot. And the kids, thing kills me, guys. I must go to death's door, carry a life. I must do all of it to come and what? And like what? Say I'm multiplying. Am I? When has this ever made sense? You guys really, there's a spell on us. Something happened along the way because no, being a woman is no. Something has happened and we need to wake the fuck up. I must carry kids to come and give them your name, me. I must almost die and then raise these kids and have you just exist about the fucking place, barely doing anything to it. But they're yours. Like I've multiplied you. Me, I must expand, like physically so, be considered unattractive, even have you look at me with disgust. In order, and then my body not be what it used to be. Have you not appreciate me for that process or not assign the correct amount? Also, I can call the baby, give the baby your... What are you guys doing? What in the actual fuck are we doing? But get married. Get married. Don't have ugly cakes. You have the option of having a pretty cake. Call me.